When Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, stepped out for his very first official trip, Korea stood still. The airport transformed into a sea of fans, cameras, and flashing lights, as if the entire nation had gathered to witness history unfold. With more than 700 articles published in a single day and his name dominating every social media platform worldwide, this moment was no ordinary departure. It was the beginning of a legend in motion. Taehyung's first official trip, the day Korea stopped to witness history. On a day that will be remembered in both K-pop and cultural history, Kim Taehyung, popularly known as V of BTS, embarked on his very first official solo trip. The scene at the airport was unlike anything ever witnessed before, as thousands of fans and media representatives flocked to the site, turning it into a spectacle of admiration. From the early hours of the morning, fans had already lined up outside the airport, carrying banners, flowers, and handwritten messages of love. As news spread that Taehyung would make his departure, the crowd began to swell, eventually reaching a level that mirrored national celebrations. The overwhelming turnout demonstrated just how much influence and love Taehyung commands not only in Korea but across the globe. What made this moment even more extraordinary was the sheer magnitude of media attention. In just 24 hours, more than 700 news articles were published, all centered on Taehyung's appearance at the airport. Journalists and photographers described the moment as historic, noting that never before had one celebrity's trip attracted this much coverage in such a short time. Every gesture, every smile, and every glance from Taehyung was documented with the precision of a national event. Social media platforms erupted almost instantly, with Taehyung trending worldwide within minutes of his arrival at the airport. On Twitter, hashtags related to Taehyung dominated the global charts, occupying multiple spots at once. Instagram feeds were flooded with photos and videos capturing his aura, while TikTok users raced to share clips of his graceful walk through the airport. Fans described the moment as surreal, comparing it to the arrival of a world leader or international superstar. Indeed, for many, Taehyung's departure was more than a routine celebrity sighting. It was a cultural phenomenon. Observers noted how people who weren't even fans of K-pop paused their daily lives just to watch the live streams. The atmosphere was so electrifying that the airport itself seemed to transform into a stage, with Taehyung as the center of it all. His outfit that day was widely praised, perfectly blending sophistication with effortless charm. Fashion magazines later dissected his look, with stylists labeling it airport royalty. But beyond the fashion and glamour, it was Taehyung's demeanor that captured hearts. Calm, polite, and endlessly charismatic, he radiated warmth despite the overwhelming crowd. Fans described feeling an unspoken connection just from seeing him wave or offer a gentle smile. The sheer volume of coverage proved just how magnetic his presence was, as newspapers and broadcasters treated the event like breaking news. Television channels replayed clips of him walking through the terminal, analyzing the fan turnout as if it were a political rally. Meanwhile, online forums buzzed with discussions about how no other idol had ever achieved such a feat for a single trip. Even rival fandoms couldn't deny the power of Taehyung's presence, though some were quick to create comparisons. A few fans of other celebrities started threads online, highlighting their own favorites' airport appearances in what seemed like an attempt to match Taehyung's impact. But these comparisons only served to emphasize how extraordinary the moment truly was for Taehyung. Global media outlets also joined in, with international newspapers picking up the story of Korea's airport spectacle. Articles in Europe, North America, and Southeast Asia praised Taehyung as not just a K-pop idol but a cultural ambassador. He was described as the embodiment of Hallyu power, representing the peak of Korean entertainment's global reach. What stunned many commentators was how Taehyung achieved this level of attention with seemingly no effort, simply by being himself. He didn't need elaborate promotions or staged appearances, his natural charm was enough to create history. Fans later shared personal accounts of what it was like to be at the airport that day. Many admitted to crying upon seeing him, overwhelmed by the realization of his influence and grace. Others spoke about the unity of armies, as strangers quickly became friends while waiting for his arrival. Some fans compared the moment to attending a concert, saying the energy in the air was just as powerful. Observers pointed out that such events reflect not just fandom culture, but also Korea's growing global soft power. Taehyung's trip, while personal and official, became a national showcase of influence, artistry, and admiration. As one journalist aptly put it, in one day, Taehyung became not just an idol at the airport, but a symbol of Korea's cultural wave. The phenomenon also left fans anticipating what his next public appearance would bring, wondering if it could ever top this moment. For many, however, nothing could match the memory of Taehyung's first official trip, when Korea and the world paused to celebrate him. It was a day that proved once again why Taehyung is not only an artist, but a living legend, one who continues to write history simply by showing up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Taehyung updates.
Motherfucking design all right now.